This beautiful 3,449 square foot home sits on 7.6 acres with spectacular views of the sprawling valley below. Located on the northeastern part of San Diego, California, this Pauma Valley home is just a 1-hour drive from downtown San Diego and local beaches. Ideal for the individuals or families who love the solitude of rural living but still desire the ability to work, live, and play close to home. But it's much more than the beautiful country living in central Southern California location that really makes this property unique. Over an 8-year period, owner-builder David Schmidt has created this property that is 100% off the grid and self-sustainable.
I came down here in about '04. We built this home, and over a period of time we started developing the self-sufficiency idea. We have developed this so we can grow our own food, produce our own power. The first thing we did was we fireproofed this place. Now if we want to look over this way where this fence is, you'll see that everything's cleaned down away from the fence. This helps us be fireproof.
The property is equipped with several fire hoses, which gives the homeowner the ability to fight any wildfire that might come near the property.
And we have 5 different places that we can hook on and put out any kind of, and protect ourselves against any kind of wildfire.
After fireproofing his investment, David then turned his focus on tapping nature's resources by drilling a well.
When we drilled this well, we got water that was better than what we could get out of the district.
The well's computer pressurized system supplies the entire property with all water needed for drinking and farming.
When we open up a tap and it asks for 20 gallons a minute, this computer has the pump produce 20 gallons at 70 pounds per pressure. If it's at 10 gallons that it asks for, it produces 10 gallons at 70 pounds, or 30 gallons at 70 pounds.
The home also has a backup in case the water pump goes down.
This is 10,000 gallons of culinary water that we store as a backup. And with this pressurizing thing, all we have to do is turn a few valves and the whole farm is pressurized from this water. In case the well should fail, we have the backup.
With the ability to produce the property with its own source of water, it saves the homeowner tons of money every year.
Our water bill is just probably 10 or 15% of what it normally would be.
In addition to the money saved in water, the home runs off solar energy by harnessing the power of the sun.
Our power bill, we have no power bill, that probably saves us $900 to $1,000 a month. These are the solar panels. We can produce 16,000 watts of power off of these panels during the day. These are the controls for our solar panels. These are the batteries, and then the controls up here are the inverters, which are DC inverters, so that if the grid goes down, we still can produce power.
When the home's primary source of solar electricity is down, or there might not be enough sun, the property is equipped with a backup.
If it rains several days and we run out of power, then we have a backup here. This generator produces 15 kW, and it automatically comes on and everything is powered without touching anything.
Not having to rely on government and state for utilities is one thing, but in the spirit of self-sustainability, the home has orchards full of various fruits, gardens of vegetables, and even its own source of proteins within.
We have apples, oranges, bananas. These are the kiwi plants. Over here is peaches and nectarines and almonds. These are our avocados. We've got about 7 trees. They produce all the avocados we can eat. This is our blackberry patch. These are extremely prolific blackberries. They're thornless, and they'll produce approximately 20 gallons per plant. Oh man, that's so good. This is the big garden. This is where we produce enough for 2 or 3 or 4 families. We have here beets, carrots, tomatoes, more corn. This place grows the sweetest corn, and it is so good. And actually it is so sweet that you can eat it raw. That is great. These are boysenberries. And over here on this side are the passion fruit. We produced about $20,000 worth of passion fruit. There's a very high market, it's very expensive, and it grows perfect here. This is our winter greenhouse. This is where we grow things when it gets a little colder and a little wetter. We can grow anything in here that will grow with the amount of light you get in December and January.
The home has many sources of protein on the property, including meat, fish, and eggs.
This is where we raise our pheasants and our turkeys and our rabbits and our chickens. And this is where we supply ourselves with protein. The turkeys, the pheasants. 2 years ago, we butchered 500 pheasants. We can produce a lot of pheasants, and they're a wonderful, wonderful source of protein. This fish pond isn't functioning right now, but what it can do is it's possible to raise catfish, bass, tilapia, and this holds about 30,000 gallons. The whole concept of self-sufficiency, you can't do it without chickens, so we build a chicken barn. And chicken barn, you pull these out and there are the eggs.
Ample storage throughout the property for tools and even custom food storage.
This is our food storage building, and when we built this, we built it with walls that were 1 foot thick, fully insulated, so it stays cool. Heat is not good for food you're trying to store. In the concept of self-sufficiency, you want to have plenty of fuel on hand, and so we have a 500-gallon tank of gas just in the event that it's not very available. Then over here, because we use so much more diesel, we have 1,000 gallons of diesel fuel. We fill this with regular diesel from a regular provider. However, we can also produce our own diesel from vegetable oil, which makes us very self-sufficient. This is the diesel processing center. This is where we turn vegetable oil into diesel that can be burnt in your car or in a truck that's got a diesel engine.
A few select pieces of equipment come with the sale of this property.
The cement mixer, for example, and this has produced so many things. There are so many things you need to use cement for. We do all of our own cement here, and it works out wonderful. This is our manure spreader. We use mostly organic fertilizers, chicken manure, and we put it in here, and we're able to spread fertilizer that's the finest fertilizer that'll grow the greatest crops. This property is beautifully landscaped. As you drive up this gated property, you're going to see a 1,000-foot hedge of the most beautiful lantana flowers that you ever can imagine. The home is 3,500 square feet. It has 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. And it's very comfortable. We have a large 2-car garage, but we have capacity for approximately 6 vehicles in the back. Ample space for boats, RVs. This is the RV storage shed, which we use this for everything. It's got this large door though, so that you could probably put a 35-foot to a 40-foot RV trailer or RV vehicle in here and shut the door. All I can say is we have had a wonderful time creating this dream, creating this concept. And if things really get hard, the government can't always help us. And to be self-sustaining feels so good. Can you imagine what it'd be like not to have to worry about where you're going to get your water from? Not to have to worry about where you're going to get your power from? With water and power, you can do anything. You can always grow your own food. You can always have animals. You can always exist. There just isn't a greater feeling than to be self-sufficient.